It's Week 9 of the National Football League.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be in. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Hit, and the ball is jarred free.
But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Room here to run.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Jackson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. Brought down at the 20.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Leaves it for Penny.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
Well, I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. They're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one complete to Scott Miller.
And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back to throw again.
Finding Miller once more, complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Taylor diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming out to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 1. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by J.C. Horn.
30, 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Intended for Preston Williams. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here complete to Kelsey.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Inside handoff, Penny. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. On 2nd down, Hurst. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2nd and 6. He's got it to Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Williams.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Now a give to Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Brooklyn.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Again, it's Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. I've seen them a good chunk in the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're winning the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Back to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Penny. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Gregory Rousseau.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Jackson to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And this defense will take over right at midfield. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Down to about the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And some room to run now. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders' offense set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
On the handoff, this is Taylor.
Down at the 25. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jonathan Taylor,
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
and the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were picking up all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.